Hi everyone, my name is Lenny, and today is another pick a card reading. Again, it's another pick a card reading, and the idea of it, I was planning to do something else. I kind of had the pick a cards planned already, but then I was asleep last night. I don't know if I was asleep or if I was in like that half asleep, half awake state, but this idea came, and I just thought, oh, I have to do that now. So I'm gonna do it. So, as the title suggests, the question that we're gonna ask for this week's pick a card is, what is the caveat? So, I'm gonna explain what that means. But first, I'm gonna tell you what caveat means first, before I dive into the meaning of this reading. So, I wrote it down. I did a quick little search like 10 minutes ago. And caveat is a noun, which means a warning or proviso of specific stipulations, conditions, or limitations. Some of the synonyms include it's a clause, a string, a condition, basically. So it's basically condition. What is the condition? What condition is that, you may ask? It's a condition to a yes. For the sake of this reading. So the scenario is that you're asking the universe a question, which I guess right now would be the time to think about a question that you have that you would want the universe's answer for it to be a yes, like a solid yes, like yes in all caps with either a period or an exclamation point. Think about that. So if the answer from the universe is yes, what do you want the question to be? So you ask that question, and if for your question the universe answers yes already, there is a bit of a condition to that yes. And it's not like you have to sell your soul or you have to cut an arm off. It's not that type of condition. It's just more of, what do you need to do in order to just get to that yes much faster? I feel like that is the best way that I can really describe what I want for this reading. It's, you're gonna get to, oh, hello, I'm playing with it here. It's a feather that I found a couple of months ago. Okay. So it's like, if you want to get to your, like, the thing that you're asking for, if you want to get to the yes that much faster, what do you need to do? So basically that's it. What is the caveat to the yes? So it's like, I'm just gonna give an example. If you want like a hot bod, what do you need to like work on in order to get to that hot bod? So yeah, it's like you're asking the universe, I want that, can I get a hot bod? And the answer is yes. And you also have to do this in order to get to that hot bod. So it's just like that. I don't know if this is gonna work actually, but basically that's like the premise. It's taken me a couple of minutes to explain it, but anyway, so yeah, the question is, what is the caveat to the universe's yes, basically, to your question? So I guess the first thing that you want to do is to ask a question. Think of a question for yourself in which the universe, that you would want the universe to answer yes to. And it can be a small question, it can be a big question. I actually did like 6 piles for this. Just a couple of cards per pile, I guess, so that we can have a lot more variance to the caveats. But anyway, yeah, so ask a question. Think of a question. Wala, not ask. Think of a question that you would want the universe's answer to it would be yes. And then, after that, the question that we're gonna ask here is, in order for me to get to your first question, what do I need to do? What is the caveat? So yeah, what is the condition? What are the strings attached to the yes? And it's like, Of course, you deserve everything. You deserve all the happiness and all the love in the world, of course. But to get to that faster, we do have to do a couple of things. Like, if you want your heart to be filled with love, you have to empty the space out. And how do you empty the space? How do you like clear space out in your heart for love? You process your grief and your pains and stuff like that. How do you fit more clothes in your closet? You empty your closet out and, you know, get rid of a couple of things. If you want, you know, happiness in your life, you have to keep leaving happiness, filling your life with happiness, and that takes a lot of work. How do you get rid of shadow, or like transform shadow? You shed a little bit of light. So it's just like that. Like, what do you need to do to get to that yes? And it's taken me 6 minutes in order to explain it. I feel like I'm not explaining it enough, but I also feel like I've done enough explaining. So I'm gonna cut to the piles now, and you can just choose. You just choose whatever pile or piles or groups, whatever you want to call them, whatever you want, how many you want. There are 6 of them. Choose one, choose all of them. You decide. This video is for you. So I'm gonna cut it now. I'm gonna cut it now, and then we're gonna look at the piles. If anyone's been, you know, looking for a feather as a sign, I guess this is for you. Okay, I'm gonna cut to the piles now. Okay, we do have quite a selection today. So again, the question that we're asking for today is, what is the caveat to your yes? So to your question, the question that you're asking right now to the universe, the answer is a yes. It's an absolute yes. But there is a condition. There is a caveat. So what we're asking today is, what is the caveat to that yes? So take deep breaths. You can pause this video if you want, in order to just, you know, get the card, the pile or piles, groups that are really for you. So this is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4, group number 5, and group number 6. So again, just, you know, you just pause the video if you want. You can meditate on the cards. You can just do whatever ritual you want to do in order to get that solid answer of what is the caveat to your yes. So yeah, just pause it here, and I'm going to go ahead with the first pile. Hello pile 1. I'm going to keep using the feather because I like it. I like the feather. Okay, hello pile 1. I don't know why I'm talking like this. So pile 1, group 1, what is the caveat to your yes? I'm sure you already asked the question, so, and the universe has said yes. Now what is the caveat to that yes? Yeah, let's just open the cards first. You have flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. You have the Silent. And for your tarot, you have the Magician. Ooh! And the Page of Cups. The first word that came to mind is like alchemy. I don't know why. I feel like the very first caveat to your yes is you need to take your time to discover like your unique talents and your unique gifts and your unique way of approaching things regarding the thing that you want. It's like you can already do it. You already, like, again, the universe is already telling you yes. Now how do you go about it? How do you do the magic? You already know that the destination is attainable. How do you get there? And I feel like it's gonna take you're gonna want to take some time to really kind of discover discover your unique gifts or your unique abilities when it comes to doing magic. It's just a weird, it's just the thing that keeps coming to mind. Yeah, just like alchemy. It's like it's like basically like transforming one thing into another, right? So like what things do you have right now inside you that you can use, that you can transform into do something really amazing with it, that can further you towards your dreams. And to get to that, to get to this whole like alchemy, like transforming, like finding your magic thing, it's gonna take you to be both like be kind to yourself and also spending some time alone, spending some time in the quiet, just figuring things out. If you want to spend some time in meditation, that would be amazing as well. Again, I highly recommend meditation. But yeah, it's just that it's when I see flowers, I see, first of all, I see Taylor Swift. She looks like Taylor Swift. I don't know why. Anyway, but I do see this kind of very gentle energy. So it's like you would want to really be gentle with yourself and just allow yourself to experiment and allow yourself to just, you know, be kind to yourself as you dig deep into this. It's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a trial and error, and you're gonna want to be a bit more forgiving of yourself and be more open to different possibilities and how you can transform your energy into something wonderful, into something that can actually create what you want to create. And as for silent, again, it's just like shutting the hell it's, I'm just getting, yeah, can you see silent has a symbol there, and it really has me feeling that you're gonna want to really create a solid connection with yourself in order to find your brand of magic, right? You're gonna have to figure out like how you can tap into that energy. And the best way of tapping into your own energy is to, you know, be in your own company. Keep silent for a little bit. Spend a couple of minutes a day in silence. Maybe just spend like 30 minutes a day just keeping silent. Maybe you can have a notebook open and just write things down. Just whatever thoughts you have down. It's gonna be a process of doing that. I'm also seeing with the Page of Cups, it's like you're gonna want to have patience. The Page of Cups and the flowers, you're gonna want to have patience with yourself. It's like, in order for flowers to grow, to bloom wonderfully, you're gonna have to take care of them in a way that is best for the flower. So my hair is anyway, so you're gonna have to water the flower, water the plants, sunlight, take care of it. You know, it's gonna take time and it's gonna take effort. So just kind of beware that in order to get to that thing that you want, that the universe is saying yes to, it's gonna take some patience on your part, not only to just get to that thing, but also discover like what abilities that you have in order to get to that thing in the first place. And also really like establishing a solid connection with the universe, with spirit. It's also gonna take some you know, some time and some effort on your part, getting silent, getting you know, getting connected with yourself through meditation, through communicating with yourself, journal, you know. I don't know how many times have I said, you know. Take a sip of water every time I've said, you know, throughout your reading of group 1. Anyway, so yeah, it's just that. Find your own. So, in summary, how do you get to your, what is the caveat to your yes group 1, pile 1? It's take some time to figure out the best concoction of your energies, of your skills, of your talents, of your, like, how the most efficient and wonderful way that you can use your energy in order to get to that thing. You're gonna want to have patience with yourself, and it's gonna take trial and error, and you want to be patient with yourself and spend a lot of time being alone with yourself and just meditating and do any type of meditative work in order for you to figure things out. And as you figure things out, just, again, have patience just to get where you want to go. Did I make sense? I hope I did. And that is your reading, pile 1. I hope you liked it. I hope it's shorter than my normal readings, but yeah, we have other piles to go through, and it's just a couple of cards. Anyway, I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. I hope it helps. And yeah, if you want to have a private reading with me, I do that now. The link to that, to my services, and to how to book a reading is in my description. If you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, the links are down below as well. And yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello. Hi, pile 2. Hi. So here's your pile. If you chose this pile for what is the caveat to your yes. Yeah. So what do you need? Basically, it's like, what do you need to do to get to that thing that you want? Okay, I'm just gonna open the cards and let's see. Yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. Huh. There you go. Okay, and then we have the erase. Ooh. And then we have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Whatever, like, internal fights you're having with yourself right now, you need to make up with yourself right now. It's like, it's a thing that I'm getting here. It's like there are so many, like, sides that you're considering, or like there's so many parts of you in your head that are fighting, and it's just causing you to have this sort of, it's just causing you to feel so helpless and so hopeless about the situation that you're in. It's like, why? Why is there such that, like, there's so many, why are you considering so many things? You really don't have to. It's like you're thinking about, what about this part of it? What about this part and this part and this part? And it's like, I'm getting the feeling that, like, you want to do it, but you kind of want to get step 30, like 30. How do I write it ng maayos? 30. There. You want to get this step, you want to have step 30 all planned out. You haven't even gotten to step 1 yet. And it's like, that's a lot. That's a lot of burden to carry within yourself. So it's like, oh, for example, you want to start a business, like a business on the side. You're already thinking about how, like, you're already thinking about your you're like, oh, what's gonna happen if I get to like 1 million, like if 10,000 people are buying my things or inquiring for my services every single day. If like there's 1,000, oh, how am I gonna do that? Blah 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 blah. You haven't even announced your thing yet. Yeah, if it's like, or if you're selling something, you haven't even done like a photo shoot or posted a picture of like, hey, I sell this, or hey, I do this. You haven't thought about that yet. You haven't done that yet. I'm sorry. You haven't even done that yet, and you're already at like, oh, what about this? What about this? What I'm gonna do when somebody reacts like this? Blah 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 blah. And it's like that's just so much to think about. That you're getting disheartened by just, you kind of don't want to do the thing now because you're rushing through the whole process of I'm not fighting you. You're kind of rushing through the whole process of thinking about the steps and just getting like, what if you're here but you haven't taken the first step yet? So really what I got from the erase is just like, clear your mind of all of this overthinking. That's why they want you to do yoga. They want you to have that way of quieting your mind and kind of emptying your mind in order to just get to the heart of the matter. Don't plan step 30, plan step 1. And even that, don't even overthink it too much. Just do it. Just do step 1. You'll get to step 30 eventually. And this is not to be like irresponsible or anything, of like, just do the thing and you'll figure things out eventually. It's, of course, there's a sense of responsibility. There's a sense of, you need to be responsible about it. But at the same time, don't really think about all the bigger things if the small things aren't, if you haven't figured out the small things yet, or if you haven't even done a step 1 yet. I'm just getting that. It's like, relax. Try not to overcomplicate things if they're not so complicated. And again, just find time for yourself to just clear your mind, to just relax again. Just think about that. How can you just empty your mind of all of the other things that are, not yet important, and just focus on one thing? Just focus on step 1 if you haven't even gotten to step 1 yet. And I'm also getting the sense of try not to think about what other people are gonna think when you do your thing, because that's just, again, just getting you to feel so disheartened and so demotivated by you doing your dream, of you doing the thing that you want to do. First of all, like, the only person that you really need to seek approval of is yourself. Does this thing make you happy? If it's a yes, then try it out. Do it. Just do it. Yeah, try to just get your mind clear about the the first step that you need to make, or like what do you need to do for your thing right now. That's what you would want to put your energy towards, not so much other people's opinions, or like how other people would think, or whatever fights you think will ensue when you start doing your thing. Or again, like the step 30, if it's not yet there, then, or if it's not yet if it's not yet a very needed thing, then you don't really need to think about it yet. Of course, you're gonna want to think about, like, if it's a business, you're gonna want to think about systems, right? Your systems and things like that. But that's also part of your first step, is the systems. And so yeah, just think about what needs to be done now. Think about how you can get closer to it now, to your thing now, rather than overthinking about the future steps. Overthinking about, say you want, if you want to sell something, don't think about getting, like, renting a store space yet if you haven't sold an item yet. It's like that. Because right now there are a lot of ways, like, you can sell your stuff online, of course. So, like, yeah, just establish that first. Don't think about the budget that you need to work on in order to find the space, or like rent a space, rent the store space. Like, establish first your thing. Sell one thing first before you get to the whole, like, how can I sell in a bigger scale than one item, how, and then bigger than that, and then maybe you can think about having a store. Just think about having one space, like selling one thing first. Again, just step one first, one step at a time. You don't have to rush through the whole planning thing. It's gonna come when it needs to. Okay, just relax. Find a way to get rid of your overthinking, even if it's just for a couple of minutes a day. Spirit's recommendation is for you to try yoga, or stretching, exercising, just ways for you to get out of your mind and back into your body, back into the present. That is essentially what they're suggesting for you, is find a way to get out of your mind and then just back into your body, back into the present, back into the step one. Okay, I'll do. And that is it for your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. I hope it helps. Let me know. Let me know if it does. Comments are open, of course. If you want to book a reading with me, that's a thing that I do now. The link to it is down below. The link to connect with me is also down below, outside of YouTube. And yeah, comments are open if you want to talk about this. And yeah, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Yeah, bye-bye. Hi, pal 3. Hi, pal 3. I'm keeping the feather if you don't mind. And this is your file so that we can answer the question of what is the caveat? What is your caveat to the universe's yes? Just basically, like, how do you get to that thing that you want? Options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. There we go. And then the mist. And for your tarot cards, we have the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. It's like you're completing the 10. just got me thinking, like, I feel like with you, pile 3, you're kind of, how do I say this? You're kind of overcomplicating your situation too much by giving yourself too many options. I don't know why I'm feeling that. Because this feels very natural. You know, you're already at the 9. It's like you're at the level of 9, and then you add one more cup. You know what that cup is, and if you add that, you're at 10, which means, like, you know, you're at that space of, like, ultimate happiness and, you know, emotional fulfillment. But it feels like with the mist, it's like you're overcomplicating things. It's like you already know what would make you happy. You already know how you can get to your thing best. But it's almost like you're choosing to stay in this mist. You're choosing to stay in this it's kind of like a 2 of Swords energy, if I'm being honest. It's like just stay, you know, keep at it, is what this is saying. Keep at it. There's so much, like, happiness for you, waiting for you. You're already at that state wherein you're, like, super duper happy, and whatever's coming is just, you know, adding to that happiness. Why does it feel like you're overcomplicating it? And I'm just kidding. Yeah, it just feels like, I don't know why, but here there are no options. There's no doubt here with these 2 cards. These 2 cards came out for a reason, and that is because there's no doubt. There's no doubt in these cards. It's like, you're already there. You're already filling your cup enough. And there's just so many wonderful things that are coming for you. And just, you know, you're... Honestly, like, the only thing that you need to do, like, based on these 2 cards, is to just be open and receptive to everything that the universe is going to give you. And is giving you. Like, as we speak. Just being open and just surrendering to that happiness. To surrendering to the blessings and to the happiness and the abundance that the universe is giving you. It's like, why do you have to make things too complicated for yourself? Does it have to be? I'm gonna ask for another card here. I'm so, like, it's like, one more card for group 3, please, for pile 3. This is the first time I'm doing this. Ah! 10 of Swords. Let's talk. You deserve this. 1,000,000%. You do. You deserve this. You deserve happiness. You deserve the abundance. You deserve all the blessings that are coming your way. You deserve all of it. You deserve to be where you are right now. Like, I feel like you're already in that state of, you're in that place of being very successful. You deserve it. Please, 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 this is your caveat. Please work on, like, any dialogue that you may have that is telling you otherwise. They're not true. So please just, I don't know what else to say. Just please work on it. Work on all the times that other people told you, oh, that's not gonna happen. Oh, that's impossible. What are you talking about? You want to do what? That's not a thing. It's not possible. Or like, why don't you try something else? Why don't you try something else? Why don't you just do what you're good at? Like, what I think, just do what I think you're good at. Don't do what you want to do. Do the thing that I feel that you're good at. And I feel, you know, those people, whoever they were, I know it hurts. But then, at the end of the day, whatever they said, it's not true. And I know it hurts. You have this here. It's your job to. It sucks, right? Every time I say this, I always say that, but it sucks that everyone has planted seeds of doubt in your mind, and it's, you know, it's your job to find them, unearth them, pull them out, root and stem. That's what you need to do. If like this guy, if this guy wants to fully heal from the wounds of the sword, he's not gonna cut the sword there, right? And, you know, leave. Yeah, he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna leave the tip of the sword in his body. He's gonna take the whole thing out. And that's what you need to do as well. That is your caveat. All of these, like, seeds of doubt, all of the hurtful words, all of the negative things that other people have told you, your teachers have told you, your parents have told you, maybe your friends have told you, all of those things, take them out of you. Understand that maybe, I don't know, whatever reasons they had to, like, for saying it, whether it's because they actually care about you or because they're insecure about, oh, your potential. That's the word. It's your job to take that out. Take it out. Like, yeah, again, root and stem. You don't cut it there. You don't cut it there, and just leave the very tip of the sword in, because that's still gonna hurt you. You want to take the whole thing out. Any seeds of doubt that they have planted that has grown into a plant, you take the whole thing out with the roots so that it has no chance of growing back out again. Okay? Try not to at the end, this is what you need to do so that the overcomplicating things, like, it's not happening na. Because you deserve it. You deserve all the happiness, all the abundance, all the blessings, all of the things, all of the greatest things that the universe can give. You deserve it, all of it. So please stop doubting yourself. Please stop doubting yourself. And if there are any doubts in your mind, take them out. Take them. Block. Take them out. Each and every one. It's gonna take some time. Of course, it's gonna take some time for you to work through it. I would suggest just, every time one thing comes up, like every time a dialogue like that comes up, you explore it. You start digging so that you find the root. Yeah, just, yeah, it's that. You deserve it. You deserve all the happiness. And you deserve to be proud of yourself. You deserve to be proud of yourself. You deserve to be happy for yourself. Any internal dialogue or even like anybody else who says otherwise, they can just go away. Yeah. So that is the caveat to your yes, Palfrey. I hope you liked it. If you want to let me know what this is about, comments are open. Let me know. If you want to book a reading with me, I do that now. You can book a private reading with me. The link is in the description. If you want to connect with me, the link is also in the description. And yeah, I hope this resonated. I hope it helps. And thank you so much for watching. Palfrey, I'll see you in the next reading. Hopefully. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 4. I'm still keeping this if you don't mind. Hi, Pal 4. So this is your reading. This is the answer to the question, what is the caveat to you, the universe's yes for you? Just basically like, what do you need to do to get to the thing that you want? So let's start. Excuse me. Body work. Your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. What about that? And then we have the watery. Ooh, I'm feeling chakras. And then you have the 7 of Cups. Sorry. The Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like for you, Pal 4, you have a gift for body work, for one of these things. You have a gift for, yeah, massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. You have a gift for that. And when I saw watery, like the first thing that I thought of was like the flow of energy inside your body. So I feel like you have gifts with that. You have like awesome abilities that are relating to that. So I feel like it's important for you to use it. If that makes any sense. I'm just looking at the tarot cards and it's like this is gonna sound so weird. Like you have a lot of options, right? Like with the 7 of Cups, that's like what the card means. with the 2 aces, I'm just getting that feeling of like with the Ace of Swords, I immediately saw like someone throwing a dart at a thing, the dart thing, and like wherever it lands, it's like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, like it's kind of like those. I know that a lot of like YouTubers have that challenge of like they throw a dart at maybe a map or like a globe. It's like wherever the dart lands, that's where they're gonna go for their video. I mean, like that's what you need to do as well. And it's like I'm not saying that do that, but if you want to, like, let me know how it goes. But I'm just feeling like if things are to like, if you have a lot of options, or like if there's a lot of things that you kind of want to do and you're very confused as to what you're gonna choose, I feel like just choose one. That's what I'm feeling here. Choose one and start with that. Especially if you kind of want to do all of this anyway. If you kind of want to do all of this anyway, yeah, just do it. Just pick one and then see how it goes. I feel like, because the aces, like, they represent new beginnings as well. For like in this case, for me, what I'm feeling here is like, it's like a small baby step. And so what I'm feeling here is, choose one and start a baby step there. If you want to do, like, choose one that, you know, it just feels the most right for you. So if you're like, maybe you go into meditation for a little bit, you know, you listen to your body, you look at your choices, then you choose one based on your gut. That's the word. You choose one based on your gut, and then you just go with it. You don't have to announce anything. You don't have to post anything on social media. You don't have to shout it from the rooftops. You just have to try it out. See how it goes. If, you think it's not sustainable, if you think it's not, if that approach is not for you, try another one. Just, just listen to the flow of your body. Listen to what your body is telling you about this. If you feel like it's a thing for you to try, then try it out. Yeah, I just feel like you don't have to really overcomplicate it with, should I choose? Like, if you're thinking between, like, maybe you wanna have a business. I feel like this is an example. You want to start a business. Like, do you want to start with, what do you want to start with first? Do you want to start with getting your permits first, or like making the publicity stuff first, or if you wanna start with, like, the website, like, yeah, those three things. Like, just pick one and just go with it. Yeah, just, like, don't overcomplicate things. Listen to your body. Listen to what your gut is saying. That's how I'm, like, feeling it with these two cards together. Like, just listen to what your body is saying. If it's like permit, publicity stuff, or website, whichever one feels like you're the most drawn to, that's the thing you do first. There's no need to, like, overcomplicate it. Okay? Then yeah, in any case, you're building and you're getting new information from it as you go along. You're just, like, one thing at a time, one step a day, and you're learning new things as you go along, and that can help you move and pivot and make things clearer for yourself. So yeah, just try not to make things too complicated for yourself. And listen to your body. Listen to what your body is saying. Listen to what your gut is saying. Listen to what your energy is telling you. If you feel, like, tired, you don't have to overwork yourself. If you feel like you're kind of burnt out, rest. And if you feel like you can go an entire 12 hours of just working, yeah, go for it. Just make sure you're listening to your body. And also, I feel like with here as well, with body work, you're also taking the time to strengthen your body, or to increase your level of energy. So, like, if this is your max, this is your max right now, like, try to start, like, working, like, exercising, or, like, working with your energies in order to get your max from here to, like, here, like, slowly building it so that you have more energy to use and to do things, basically. So yeah, listen to your body, use your body, listen to your body, listen to your gut, listen to your flow. At the same time, just don't overcomplicate it. Listen to your gut, what you need to do. If gut is saying this, yeah, do this. Try not to, yeah, again, overcomplicate it. If tomorrow your body is saying you want to do another thing, then yeah, go ahead. At the end of the day, you're still building, you're still working on your thing. You don't need to do it like a solid one track. Like, I mean, what's that with the horses? They have this, right? You don't need to do that. If you kind of want to do this thing for one day and then this thing for the next day, it's fine. At the end of the day, you're still going to where you need to go. Okay? And yeah, that's it for you, L4. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to let me know what this is about, the comments are open, of course, always. I hope this resonated. I hope it helps. If you want to do a private reading with me, I do those now. Yeah, I do private readings now. The link is in the description. If you want to book a reading with me, if you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, the links are also below. Again, comments, they're open. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hi, Pal 5! It's the first time I'm getting to a Pal 5. Anyway, this is your reading to what is the caveat to the universe's yes, which is basically what do you need to do in order to get to the thing that you want to do. So let's just open the cards and see. Heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. How about that? That's wonderful. The fiery. Ooh. And then for your tarot, you have the Hierophant. You have the King of Wands, which is, ooh, fire. Why did they say it like that? I don't know. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. Hum. You know what I'm feeling, Pal 5? It's like, I'm just feeling a very strong, how do you say it? Like, they're like polar opposites. These two cards, the Hierophant and the Heart's Desires. Because it says here, the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. And it's like, I feel like what you need to do is kind of, I was gonna say burn, but you don't want to burn anything, like actual burning of anything, but it's more of, how can you disconnect yourself from traditions that, you know, have been instilled in you since you were young? Like, because here's what's going through my this place, because with this, it's like you're finding your own connection to spirit, to the universe. That's not necessarily what these people represent have told you, you know. Yeah, again, like, if you ascribe to a religion, then it's your religious leaders or the people with you in your religion, or maybe it's your family, maybe it's, yeah, the adults in your life. Side note, I feel like there is not one video, pick a card, wherein I have not said adults in your life. Anyway, they always come up for some reason. I just feel like, yeah, it's, you know what you want, you know, almost fell. You know what you want, you know how you can best get there. It's like, if this is blocking you, like your, again, your religious leaders, your parents or your teachers, your professors, those type of people, maybe society even, if they're kind of blocking you from getting to what you want, then there's no reason for you to keep this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm explaining it well. Because I feel like you need to be the master of yourself. You need to rediscover your mastery of yourself. And in order for you to be the master of yourself, you have to stop letting other people dictate your actions, your beliefs, or the opposite of beliefs, like what you know, you don't want other people telling you what you have to do, what you have to believe in, what you have to stop believing. You're gonna wanna, cut these people out, because you are the master of yourself. You are the master of your destiny, essentially. And it's time to kind of start creating that pathway. I'm just seeing with fiery, I'm just seeing like someone lighting a fire in a straight path towards their desires. And it's like, you already know that you're supported in getting these desires a reality. And it's just taking away anything that is not helping you to believe it. If I'm making sense. Because when I saw this Seven of Pentacles, usually when people read it, right, it's sort of it's like a building type of card. But when I saw this, my attention is here to this one and the action that I think this guy is making, and it's like he's taking out some of these pentacles because they may not be resonant anymore. So yeah, if you want to get to where you are, first of all, remember that you are supported. You are supported. Remember that, first of all. But the thing is that you need to start believing in yourself and in your abilities more. You need to start believing in that, and you need to start just owning the things that you believe in and the things that you want to do. I feel like especially for you, Pal 5, there's a lot of things that you need to unlearn when it comes to the things that the adults in your life have told you when you were younger, in terms of what you have to do, what you have to believe in. Like, I'm just getting like, with some religions, I'm getting that feeling of, it's like for a lot of religions, it's like the word of their God is being spoken by the religious leader. So it's like the way you connect to your God is through your religious leader, and then the religious leader connects to God. I feel like there's that. But with this card, it's like what I'm seeing here with the Hierophant. But then it's like with Heart's Desires and with the King of Wands and the Fiery with it as well. It's like you by yourself, you can like bypass the religious leader or anyone, and you just connect to your God yourself. Connect to spirit yourself. No one is telling you that you can't do that. So do it. I'm just seeing that. I'm just seeing that this Hierophant figure, like whoever this is in your life, is like being, they're not consciously blocking you, but whatever they taught you has been subconsciously blocking you from reaching your full potential, from reaching your full connection with spirit, with the universe, whoever it is that you believe in. And I just feel like it's time to really be more critical about the things that you've learned here, and just really start processing things and taking things out, especially the ones that don't resonate anymore, that came from them. I'm just seeing that, just like, yeah, work on the beliefs, the belief systems, the shoulds and the shouldn'ts that other people have told you in your lifetime, and just work through those, because I feel like a lot of those don't resonate anymore. Take those out, and you will be in much, the connection between you and spirit is going to be so much faster, like so much more direct, and you're just going to get to the thing that you want to do that much faster. So yeah, and there is your reading. Pile 5, thank you so much for watching. If you want to let me know what this is about, the comments are always open. And if you want to book a private reading with me, I do that now. The link is in the description. And if you want to connect with me, the link is also in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated. I hope this helps. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye! Hi, Pal 6. How are you? Yeah, here's your pal 6. And again, the question that we're asking is, what is the caveat to the universe's yes for you? Which is basically like, what do you need to do to get to the thing that you want? I had to overcomplicate it, of course. So I'm just gonna open the cards and let's see what comes up. Ooh, writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. There she is. Ooh, maze. It's the maze. And then you have her tarot, 2 of Wands. Oh, Temperance. Why did I whisper it? It's Temperance. I feel like for you, Pile 6, what you kind of need to do, like the caveat to the universe's yes, is to get your internal compass calibrated. I feel like that's what you need to do the most right now, because I'm just getting that sense of I'm gonna show you the 2 cards. So the 2 of Wands is like looking ahead, like making plans, right? Holding the world, the globe in his hand, and it's like, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to conquer. I'm just waiting, but this is what I want to conquer. And then with Temperance, they're kind of basically like creating a cocktail. they're the drunk. No, I'm just kidding. They're like just creating that cocktail of their emotions. They're balancing their emotions out. So I just feel like while you're kind of making your plans, like while, because I feel like for you, it feels like things are not yet, how do I say this, like you haven't taken your first step yet. You haven't made the most final plans, and you haven't done anything impulsive yet. So I feel like now what you need to do is to calibrate your internal compass and to make sure that it's pointing north, because I'm feeling here with the maze, it's like you are about to go into such a very, you're about to enter this maze, is basically what I'm saying, right? It's like you're about to enter this maze. You haven't entered it yet, but you know that you're gonna enter the maze, and you know where you wanna, like, you know that your kind of mission is to get out of this maze alive and well and hopefully successful. In order for you to navigate through this maze, well without you kind of losing your head is by making sure that your compass is calibrated, so that if you reach like a fork in the road in this maze, or if you're like, you find yourself deep into it and you suddenly feel so hopeless, like how am I gonna get through this, it always helps if your internal compass is calibrated and is always pointing to your true north. In short, figure out your why. Figure out why you're doing your thing in the first place. Figure out your why. If you haven't done your why statement yet, highly recommended. Try doing that. Yeah, that's how you kind of calibrate your compass, because your why is your north. Your why is the reason you're doing all of this in the first place. Your why is the reason you're entering this maze in the first place. You're jumping into this whole complicated thing. Like, you know it's gonna be a complicated thing. Like, why do you want to go through this thing in the first place? That's what you need to figure out first before you kind of, and you know, it's not really like before you enter the maze, but it's like before you enter the maze, you kind of, I think it's good that you have a draft of your why already, so that it's kind of easy to navigate. And then as you go through life, as you go through like doing what you want to do and reaching your goals, your why is gonna get refined. Your why is gonna, you know, it may change shape. You may have to use different words to describe it, and the first time you write it down, it's not in its final form yet. But it's like, just want to have something written down first before you embark on your journey. And then it's gonna take, you know, maybe it's, you know, if instead of pointing solid north, like your first draft of your why, instead of pointing solid north, it's kind of pointing a little to the northeast. So you kind of, once you realize that and you find the like more resonant words to put in your why, or to describe your why, it gets a little bit, you know, closer to north until you get to that north. So yeah, just have the first draft of your why with you before you embark on your journey. Or if you're in the middle of your journey right now, then this is the perfect time for you to recalibrate, and to figure out your why. And with writing here, I just feel like it's important for you to keep a journal of your thoughts, your adventures for the day, or for the week, however you want to have keep a journaling habit. I feel like it's important for you to just at least have a journaling habit, so that you can, because it says right here, you inspire, you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. And I feel like for you specifically, pile 6, the person that needs the most healing, inspiring, teaching, and entertaining with the words that you are writing is you. So keep start a habit if you haven't started it yet. If you already have, awesome, keep at it. Keep the habit of writing and journaling, and just documenting your emotions, documenting your experiences, your adventures, your learnings. And yeah, just have that, because it really helps you to navigate through your things in life. Navigating through this maze, it's like, and just document your adventures through this maze. And it's also just documenting your why as well, I feel like, because like once you figure out your first why statement, you write it down, and then you write it down like big letters. So okay, it's like, okay, so this is why I'm entering this maze, and then you enter the maze. Then as you go along, you know, you write down your experiences, things like that. You kind of maybe you'll start to realize that your why doesn't really do it for you anymore. So you just kind of sit down and reflect on your journal, and you say, and maybe you're gonna say, oh, instead of using this word or instead of using this phrase, I'm gonna change it to this. So now, okay, this is more resonant with me now, and then you continue your journey. So just that, it's having a journal is a good like way, or like it's a good method for you to document your adventures and your learnings and your lessons and the evolution of your why. However, in like step 1, figure out the why is, I feel like, it's the biggest caveat for you right now, pile 6. So before you kind of really dive in head first into this whole thing, before you get deeper and deeper into the maze, figure out your why first. Calibrate your compass so that it faces the northmost that it can face right now. Maybe it will change in a few months, maybe in a year. It may change, but as long as you know you have it, you can always recalibrate it. But if your compass isn't calibrated right now, calibrate it. Which is, if you don't have a why, figure the why out first before you get too deep into it. And of course, writing. Start the journaling habit, or if you already have that habit, keep it up and just document your emotions from there. And it also helps it, like the journaling thing also helps keep your cocktail of emotions, you know, in that perfect balance. So yeah, that's all I have for you, pile 6. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to let me know what this is about, it's in, you know, the comments are always open. I hope this resonated. I hope this helps. If you want to book a private reading with me, I do those now. The link is in my description. If you also want to connect with me outside of YouTube, the links are there as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye!